although you've been to Korea like, I don't know, 20 odd times, we've never eaten this
The real
army
McCoy.
stew. Yeah.
Okay, right.
What's the verdict? Which was better, this one or the one I made back in the UK? Do you remember last time when I was in England?
Yes.
I cooked dinner for you.
Yes.
Do you remember what we had?
Well, we had different things. I know you made something with spam.
Which was?
Some kind of stew.
Right, army stew.
Army stew, yes.
Something spicy, which I wasn't expecting.
It's more delicious than I was expecting it to be. And I said it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be.
And that time I anglicised it a bit by using English sausages and etc, etc. And although you've been to Korea like, I don't know, 20 odd times, we've never eaten this because I know you don't like spam. But since you said, as you said, it wasn't as bad as you're expecting, I've decided to bring you here today to eat traditional Korean
The real
army
McCoy.
stew. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Sam's a luxury here, isn't it?
So this place has been around for years and years, and it's quite famous for its army stew.
Okay.
So hopefully
We'll like it.
you'll like it whether you like it or not. See how it compares to the version I made back in the UK.
Depends what faces we pull while we're eating. Because will the various ingredients be recognisable? Because obviously it's got stuff other than the spammy stuff.
Yeah, I assume so. I've never eaten here before, but I guess it will. We'd expect it to. And I guess the great thing about army stew is that although there are certain key ingredients, there is a certain amount of flexibility to add or take away
depending
things.
on seasons and what's available.
Which is why I was able to sneak in some English sausage last time, and I don't know how people reacted to that, but
I love English sausage.
Yeah, but it wouldn't normally be cooked like that though. But mostly if you're hungry, you'll eat anyway because you don't know when the next meal is coming from, so you have to take the advantage of it. Oh, there are lots of side dishes anyway.
네, 감사합니다.
That's what I always like, the fact, even if it's something that you don't like, there are always lots of nice side dishes that you can fill up on anyway.
It doesn't look anything like Air Force stew in England.
What's Air Force stew?
Beef and gravy with vegetables in.
It smells nice. I'm glad I wore something dark today. It looks quite balanced because you've got protein, you've got vegetables. What's those white bits there?
Dog, I would think.
감사합니다.
혹시 앞치마 3개 주실 수 있어요?
Okay, it's defeated me.
Baked beans, stock, rice cake, kimchi, tofu, hot dog sausage. I'm sure I saw some spam around here somewhere.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
There you go.
Someone's going to go hungry.
Oh, there's another one. Can you smell it?
The aircon is wafting all that smoke into my face. That's making
Vapour.
Snack on some side dishes while we're waiting.
How long do we have to wait?
Till the noodles are ready, I guess. Like 3-4 minutes.
Okay.
I hope you're not going to turn around and say, oh, we should have had this 20 years ago. This is what's been missing from my life.
Absolutely, might be.
After this, the only hurdle left to try is raw fish,
Okay.
raw seafood.
Feels like shells or something. Whoa. Making me... It's a good job I
Should I
didn't
just do it for you and hand it to you?
Yeah. So I was trying not to dribble down the outside of the bowl.
Try and find you some baked beans. Could you turn the burner down to like minimum? Okay, we'll start with that.
Thank you. Okay.
조금만 주세요.
What's that?
A bit more like broth, stock.
Can you get it to switch it over?
Did you flick the switch?
He's pushed the thing right up. That wasn't me. Right, I'm not touching it again. Even though I didn't turn it off, or did I turn it off and you turned it even more off?
You turned it off and he turned it more off.
So which bits would you enjoy most from this? The meat?
In this?
Yes.
Anything except the tofu.
Okay.
아이고, 뭐야 이거?
We've only got noodles so far.
So I don't mind spam because I had it when I was a child. Spam sandwiches, spam fritters.
Came from a rich family, obviously.
Well, it was like a utility thing, wasn't it? Introduced in the Second World War.
I find it in here, because it's like boiling in the soup for 5 minutes, the fat leaches out of it and it just leaves the meat, and it's fairly edible.
Oh, you need
Things I don't think in England you would call this a stew, would you?
Can you try turning the thing down again?
without turning it off a little bit.
Aren't there any markers?
Yeah, there are. So I can eat the hot dog sausage like this. So I'm not normally a fan of those. I don't like the texture of them in a bread roll because they're sort of, I don't know, flaccid and soft. And
Could you see this being a hit in the military bases up and down the UK?
I think the thing is, when I was younger, lots of people had served in the Far East, the Middle East, so they were used to eating lots of different things, but nowadays...
But a lot of the recipes in those anyway are anglicised, aren't they?
That comes to the main point, right? How is this compared to my anglicised
this?
army stew that we had last time?
completely different.
I don't remember. Did we have kimchi in that before?
I don't remember.
Lidl had kimchi on sale a couple of weeks ago.
On sale.
Well, no, they have a promotion from different countries or different areas of the world periodically, and as we were coming away, promotion for the following week, but it did say kimchi. But I have bought kimchi from supermarkets before now, like Tesco or something, and
As with everything in Korea, there's an area where you can go to
oh
that
yes,
specialises in this.
okay.
So if you go up into the northeast of Seoul up towards Uijeongbu, there's lots and lots of restaurants that specialise in this.
Any particular reason? I mean, is it other military
That's where
bases?
there's a US military base up there back in the day. So I guess that's where it kind of originated from.
I suppose the question is, do the Korean military nowadays have this?
But I think this is not necessarily like eaten by the Korean military. It was US soldiers used to give out hot dogs and spam to the people who live around the bases, or that sold
And
on
they
the black
didn't know what
market.
to do with it.
They use it to eat a cheap and flavourful stew back when Korea was kind of like Koreans make, well, the original fusion food, I suppose, but Koreans making use of American ingredients.
Yeah, rather than Americans would perhaps make use of them.
Do you want any?
Yeah, I'll have some more in a minute. I've had some. I know it's a little salty. As you say, the fat and stuff that binds it together has melted out.
Why aren't you eating your rice?
Oh,
What are you after?
Spam or sausage?
Sausage.
what's that? Oh, it's-
I think it's minced beef, tofu, stock, and then put some rice in it to make it into a porridge.
yeah, it's easier to eat then, both lots.
Try the minced beef. It's like a beef burger.
In your all-time ranking of Korean food, where does this fit in?
It's fine. I prefer it to the cold noodles we had the other day. For some reason, I don't know, to me, noodles should be hot and warming, not cold, especially when I drop my egg on the floor.
But just like all the food we've had, it's nice to try something different every time rather than go back and have the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I would have it again.
But it won't be your step off the plane and go straight to eat this.
No, not like I wanted to eat the chicken.
Do you want some more soup then?
Yeah, but you need to eat yourself. Which bit do you like best?
I think the spam, because it's something I would never ever eat otherwise.
Yeah.
But here it's kind of, it adds something to it.
Yeah, so how does it rank in your food?
This was something I avoided for a long time because I saw spam and
Yeah,
hot
I
dogs,
thought-
which are things
yeah.
I don't really eat.
Yeah.
So I thought this is going to be
Yeah,
terrible.
likewise.
I'm not going to like it. And then I was forced to eat it one time. I thought, oh, actually, it's not bad.
Yeah.
So now I like to have it once in a while.
But do you not agree that it would be nice to have on a cold winter's day if you've been walking
Skiing.
or skiing? Well, yes, yeah.
Goulash.
Yeah, goulash soup, yeah.
So how does it compare to the one you made for us in UK?
Well, I would say the one I made in the UK was 100 times better.
Why don't you open a restaurant here then?
Oh, but having it in the UK, you adjust it to what ingredients you can get and
I suspect other people might not agree.
local taste.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Next time I'm back in England, I'll pan fry some cottage cheese for you.
When is the next time in England going to be?
Who knows?
You have an open invitation. You can always come, assuming we're going to be there, of course.
October?
Yeah, you have the house to yourself.
Turn it off now, otherwise it'll boil away to nothing.
Okay. Did you say the potatoes were nice?
The egg's nice.
This one's quite nice.
This
What,
one,
the cucumber?
cucumber.
Yeah, this is.
What's your favourite kind of kimchi then?
A traditional sort of cabbagey one is quite nice. Actually, that one we had the other day that we didn't know what it was. I had some at the breakfast buffet, which I think was the same. I said it tasted kind of aniseedy,
Yeah.
and it said it was burdock.
Oolong.
It had it in Korean and in English written by the side, and it looked the same and it tasted the same, and that was quite nice.
I'll have this last piece of egg if you're not going to have it then.
So I shall have enough energy now to do another hike, or to do a hike.
I'm going to walk home.
So which of these do you like?
Which of these? Anything except the bean sprouts.
You like bean sprout?
They were nice.
So, army stew. Dabong. Dabong.
Dabong.
Dabong.
But is this something you would have with if you were going out with your friends?
When I worked at Seoul City Hall, we used to have it like once every 2 weeks or so. A regular in our rotation. What's the verdict? Which was better, this one or the one I made back in the UK?
This one is more authentic.
And you?
Well, they're different, so it's difficult to say. I enjoyed this, but probably.
So apparently, if you go into the homepage of Spam, and they give various recipes that you can
what
use
to
Spam
do.
in.
Yes.
And this is one of the delicious things they recommend.
Really?
Yeah. So that's kind of Spam recognising this as a.
Yeah.
But then again, I was disappointed there wasn't as much spam in there as there was in yours.
You take that with the owner. No?
Actually, it's surprisingly expensive at home now, isn't it? To say that it used to be a utility sort of dish.
Sometimes I mean they have ham in it as well. Ham and Spam.
Oh, okay. Would that not make it quite salty though?
I think that's why they keep adding like
Water.
not water but like stock.
It looked like rice water she was pouring out of the cap.
As to those great traditional Korean food places when we first came, the American breakfast.
I don't know if it's because we have this Korean restaurant in Lincoln. I'm not sure they serve this here there or not. Yes. Yeah. Actually, not been back for a while. Probably about a year, I think. So Korean outlets and food is gradually gaining more recognition in the UK outside of London.
I keep seeing restaurants selling like hot dogs on a stick and Korean style hot dogs on a stick and Korean style toasted sandwiches and things like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Phenomenal markup.
Business opportunity.
No, in too late. You need to be at the vanguard.
All the side dishes.
Yeah, well, it does make a difference, doesn't it? Having all the different side dishes as well. Did we just do it on in a frying pan on the tabletop cooker when you did it? I can remember.
That's why you don't have a proper dish for cooking it.
No, I don't.
Not my fault.
Well, you need something like that, don't you? So that the flame goes up.
When I go next time in the UK, I'll do it again even better.
Okay, right, okay. Yeah.
You with a pick